Let's continue with the playthrough. I got shit to do today. Oh, damn it. I saw through the 99 file after I ended last recording. Forgot. There we go. Alright, so back on Rain. Just finished up with the Sandcastle. So you can't really do much here, so as soon as you enter, just back out, and then head right. And die. Fuck you. You can get the skull mice from these guys, or even just get it by unlocking the skeleton. Not a bad weapon, but it does make you lose out on strength, so there is that. It's going to be your best speed weapon, I can tell you that. So if you want to get more out of the arrows, then I suppose go for it. But you are missing out on quite a bit of DPS, and I'm only getting these graves so I can get a little bit more EXP and gold. Because I'm greedy, and I recommend you do that, especially starting out. If you want to get everything, it gets expensive really fast. Also, something I realized while I was working last shift. Apologies, my stupid ass didn't abuse the arrows versus the chainmail faces. And the cone heads. The heavy ones anyway. At least I don't think. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking back and I didn't do that. I did the heavy juggle. That was stupid of me. So, sorry. I will not do that again with any more heavy enemies coming up, so don't worry about that. Get out of my way, thank you. That's where you can get one of the weapons. You can get a specific weapon behind a specific set of houses. You need the shovel for it. If you want to easily find that spot, you're going to want Pazzo. And you can get him from the Snow Village store. So that won't be for a bit, because that's before the end of the game, pretty much. Let's see, was it back here I'm thinking of? Okay, no, this is the beginning of the level. It's further up. And this next screen is the difficult screen I was referring to, where it's like 4 small skeletons, 4 beefy skeletons. On Insane, this is a very difficult screen. As I will demonstrate later. But for right now, nothing. So for the most part, how Insane Mode works is enemies have 10 times as much health and deal 10 times as much damage. You can see why that might be scary. They're also a lot more aggressive and have higher stats in general, really. Alright, so Snakies, these are medium weights. As I mentioned last part, these guys hit stupid hard on Insane, so be very careful. Their magic and their melee will hit you for quite a lot. Give me that. Okay, so that sword I was referring to, it's behind here. Oh, lucky, I found it. The gold sword. One of the better level 15 weapons. Now, there's a way to infinite juggle medium weights. I usually don't bother, though. Because I already know I'm not good at it. Nothing wrong with doing it the long way safely, either. Okay, the burnt candle. Not a good weapon. Also, there is a weapon that you can get at the, village and for the, sorry, the Snow Village store. It's basically a skeleton leg. Probably the worst damn weapon in the entire game. If not one of the worst. It's terrible. It inflicts poison, so what? And the stats on it are garbage. It looks funny, and that's pretty much it. It's a gag weapon. Oopsie, I thought I had the snake eater. Oops. That was silly. Come here. Alright, now let's take care of the troll mother. No idea why they had thrown another. Now, 10 times boost to damage and health. It's not always that exact amount for every enemy. Go on the wiki, you'll see what I mean. This troll mother is one of those cases. And goodbye. Okay. Health here if you need it. I don't, I'm just greedy. Lost track of Drappy there for a second. I just had a really good idea too, since I'm pretty much doing the exact same character, and I've already told you how to level up to 99 easily. That being Thieves Forest not insane. I'm thinking after I beat normal, probably just gonna do the remainder of the playthrough on file 1. Because there's no point in me grinding up to 99 in Thieves Forest on the second file here. But now though, if you're trying to get to 99 as soon as possible, just remember, do not put a single point into strength until you reach 99, and stay in Thieves Forest. Doing the infinite light, heavy juggle in the air. That is going to be your best means of getting to max level as fast as possible. Yeah, one more set of enemies here. Alright, so I'm actually going to use a checkpoint here. We're going to go back to the map. I'm gonna put some points on the defense. And I'm actually gonna stop using Giraffe at this point because I'm gonna be using the main save file for Insane. There's no point. Now, for the remainder of the playthrough, I'm probably gonna be using Boxster, but for the sake of this boss, I'm probably going to want, Bipolar Bear, and yes, that's actually what he's called. Now, to get this guy, I'll show it off later. You need the, horn that we're gonna get from beating the corn boss here. And, it's different for each version. I know that the Blacksmith DLC comes as a part of Castle Crashers Remastered. If it, doesn't let you get the character, though, like the Blacksmith and the weapons that come with, then that really sucks, because, this is one of the best weapons for dealing with bosses. Now, unfortunately, I'm not at that level yet. I thought it was requirement at level 30, yeah, just 30. So, oops. Looks like I'm stuck with what I got now. Though I could actually just get the, yeah, you know, I'm gonna get the NG Gold Sword. This is, personally, in my opinion, the best weapon in the game. Now, if you want a more defensive weapon, especially if you're newish and starting out, then I recommend you go for the Bear Club. This. I forget it if you unlock it by unlocking the Eskimo or the bear. I want to say it's the bear. The ones that we fought in the Rainy map. But anyway, dealing with the corn boss. Since I got maxed out agility, this isn't going to take very long. And Bipolar Bear here is especially useful for when he gets really low, where the corn boss is constantly going back into the ground and rising like all over the place. He does it ridiculously fast when he gets low enough as far as percentage on his health goes. And Bipolar Bear takes care of that for you. Now, the only thing that sucks about Bipolar Bear is in multiplayer, if your buddies get low, Bipolar Bear is also going after them. So there is that. Now, there is a glitch here you can do that I'm not doing. I'm not really the most consistent at it, so I'm not bothering. Or for whatever reason, if you hold down and you're running, you can, like, do this. And as he's, like, going past you and across the screen, you can rack up a lot of damage doing that. But I have no points of strength, so I wouldn't benefit too much from it. And something else you can also do if you want is you can bait him to show up here. And now you gotta help. Notice how my polar bear is going after him now. Goodbye. But yeah, as you saw, he gets a lot faster. Alright, so you know, just for the time being, until I get to 35 at least, if I want to use the Mancatcher, I'll at least have the option, but yeah, I'm actually going to switch back to Giraffe. I only went with Bipolar Bear because the corn boss is fucking annoying. And I'll probably switch to... where is it? The Yeti. This guy. When I get to him, like, behind the house, it's just before entering the ice cave. Because he's like the ideal animal orb you want to have on for when you're dealing with the Frost Wizard. Or the Frost King, I mean. Who is seriously fucking annoying, by the way, especially on Insane. He has 50,000 health. And, for every, ally that you have, he gets another 10,000 health. So yeah, he's really beefy and kind of annoying to deal with. Also, I'm going to be getting less EXP with this, so fine, I'll get the pencil for now. Also forgot to have on the Genemus sword, the current boss. Oopsie. I'll live. Yeah, you need this in order to go through here. Alright, I have maxed out agility. I'm not going to waste time here. Let's just get this over with. Fuck you. Now, careful when it's just one of them left, because they get a new dive attack. Okay. There's two ways to deal with, and we can continue on. Now, some people argue that the Mancatcher is the best weapon in the game. Here's the thing. You could be getting 5, guaranteed damage on each hit, but you could also have 5 additional damage on magic. So that makes you more offensive. The crit is only a 2% chance. And let's say you're juggling a bunch of enemies. It's a 2% for each enemy. It's not a 2% for that whole group of enemies, if that makes sense. Now, it's not to say crit is entirely worthless. It's actually really useful for bosses. So in those instances, I would say go for it. And I would recommend the Mancatcher. And if you don't have access to the Mancatcher, well then save it for the Gold Skull Mace at the Insane Store. That attack. That's what I was referring to. Come here. All right. Very nice, 32. Alright, now we'll just arrow spam. Thank you, Turbo. Alright, Medusa. Nope. 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 Goodbye. I'm gonna be using the Mancatcher on the Frost King and definitely on the Catfish. When we get there on Insane anyway. Alright, so here's the trick you can do that I was talking about earlier on in the playthrough from the last part. Oh, okay. I'm getting trolled there. You gotta do it on a hill. You know what? Screw it. It's normal. This is way too easy. Hurry up and die, please. Thank you. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Come here. Do not do that on Insane, by the way, because they will, retaliate. Really, dude? Give me the banana. Fuck out. Thank you. Now you stop throwing boulders. Okay. Make sure you don't go too far to the right when you run into that guy. Otherwise, these guys will come too. The combo I was just doing there, it's light, 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 heavy, heavy, repeat. Pretty much the same thing you're gonna do for the diving drill spin when you unlock that. And I'm just doing that here to get a move on. Do not do this on Insane. You will get a lot of damage doing that, dealt to you. Because they'll all just be hitting you one after the other. So make sure you're just doing the diving drill spin. Make sure you have that unlocked too, obviously. Take care of the ice gimmels first. Alright, we're good. Alright, we used the ladder trick. Highly recommend doing that on Insane especially. Oopsie, I let it go too soon. Okay. Very good, done. And we're already at the snow world. So that infinite light juggle that you learned towards the beginning of the game, you're doing that for this entire level. The single most important thing you can learn about this game. Doing this. Because it goes into other things like flying. And the heavy juggle. Where you start with heavy first after a jump. Oopsie. Like, you actually do unlock the club from these guys, and not the bears. Probably misremembered that. I think you actually get the fish from the bears. My bad. Finally got you, you prick. Basically doing that for like an hour and a half after you get back to the Thieves Forest, I'm insane. Now, you don't have to reach max level, I just like doing it. Because it's extra stats. I want them, damn it. Especially helps with survivability. Though you could also argue that whenever you get a level up, you get a free full heal on health and magics. So, just get to maybe like late 70s, early to mid 80s, and you'll be good for like the entire rest of the playthrough. Probably 70s, actually, come to think of it. Or even high 60s. But you know, there's also Hawks, so that's already more than enough sustain. So this horn that I unlocked, if you recall all that map where we fought the bears where it's raining, right after you beat the catfish, you want to go to those huts where you see the symbol for this thing. You'll use it, obviously, and then Hawkster will come out of there. That's where you get him. You can also get an animal orb on this map using it. That's how you get Bipolar Bear. Right by the cave. And you can get the Yeti behind the houses, close to the cave. And you'll want to use the Yeti for the Frost King. And I'm actually going to switch to the Yeti and the Man-Catcher when we get inside the cave. Because that's another individual level segment on the map that we can access. Alright, I got one more group of enemies. Hello, random penguin that you cannot get as an animal orb. At the very least, you could throw penguins and weasels if you're playing as the Pink Knight. Alright, now I'm gonna grab you. And I'll just demonstrate this, because it is cute, them coming out of the cave. That's how you get Bipolar Bear. Alright, more defense. Now I'll grab the Man-Catcher. I did not enter the cave, son of a... Ugh. God damn it, dude. Well, too late now. I'm already here, I'm grabbing it. Oh, right. Why did my stupid ass down enter the cave? I gotta do that whole level again. I'm not kidding. I fucked up. So feel free to skip ahead a few minutes. Don't blame you. Son of a bitch. Well, this is a okay map to level grind on. I still think there are better options. These forest, of course, and even the castle roof. Before you get into the church. You know what? Fuck this. I already wasted enough time. There we go. We'll just do that. Just gotta group them up here. Come here. There we go. Fuck them. Okay, let's get this over with. Goodbye. Damn you. Fuck you. Damn it. Fuck you. Goodbye. Candy. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to show you what you want to be doing on the Frost King boss here to deal a lot of damage as quick as possible. Now, before I even get into that, reason you want to bring in the Yeti here, and I forgot to show off where you can get a weapon at. Come over here. Okay, no, I misremembered. It wasn't in the next room. Come over here, swing. That's a weapon. You can get an ice sword here. Not a very good weapon, but it's right here. Come on, don't make a liar out of me. There we go. Right here. That is an unmarked thick spot. Unfortunately, there are a few of those. Now, if there's a way you can glitch in here, I'm not going to bother. I just use the boomerang. Fuck it. Now, the reason you want to use the Yeti is it protects you from frozen magic. So you'll take a lot less damage from the king. He also gives you strength. Pair that with the man catcher, you have the perfect setup to easily beat this guy. we... Okay. So starting off, you're going to be wanting to do the diving drill combo, and don't worry about getting frozen here. You can't with the Yeti. Another benefit to having him. Now what I just did there was I ran, I hit light attack, and then I spammed heavy attack. That's your main source of damage on this guy when he's doing this. Which unfortunately he does for most of the fight. And don't worry about taking damage from the ice. You really don't take much damage at all with the Yeti. In fact, the damage from them is the same, even on insane. So you're gonna have plenty of stats to keep you healthy. He's a very easy boss. He just takes a while and there's ice physics. Now, if you want to, you can use the bipolar bear here, but I'd recommend just sticking with the Yeti. Yeti and the man catcher. And if not man catcher, then gold skull mace. This is kind of fucking weird playing as Rain in this game, not gonna lie. Cool at the same time, though. Nice, got a crit there. Oopsie. Lucky 37. And there we go, that's the Frost King on normal. Pew pew pew. No, I want the money. Oh well. Yay, my favorite princess, because she's blue. And this is where you get Pazzo. He'll find the dig spot for you. It's somewhere around here. This is where you're going to get the skeleton leg, though. And since we're pretty much ending the game here, so I will play it safe just in case, I recommend going into this last area with Piggy, specifically for the Necromancer fight. And you will want to bring the club with you. Hopefully you have it unlocked at this point. If you don't, well, just get a good defense weapon. Where's the bear club? There we go. Best defense, best defensive offensive weapon in the game. Better than the man catcher. It doesn't need crit. Crit is only useful on bosses. If anything, because crit is gonna make it really weird for like when you're juggling mobs. It's gonna be impossible to tell like which enemies you're supposed to, you know, let drop to die right away. And that way, without crit, everyone dies at the same time, if you care about that. Alright, now we fly on up. Oopsie. If you want to, you can come into here with Hawkster. You won't need them, though. I would recommend you use Piggy. Now, if you're one of the main knights, these guys are very resilient to your magic. So if you're like me and you play the hell out of the Red Knight around first starting out, well, you're only going to be doing 1 damage to them per tech. And they're going to walk right through it and laugh at you. So don't rely on that. I forget if they flinch from... No, they do not flinch from arrows. So there's that too. Alright, one more group of enemies. Oopsie. Screw you. Alright, boss time. You're fighting a bunch of bosses before you deal with the evil wizard. Now, something you could do here, which I will be abusing and showing off on Insane, is you let the paintings just blow up on you. Because you have pots. And that way you can keep racking up damage on the painter boss here. Instead of dealing with the paintings. Though I will deal with the first one. Always deal with the first one, if anything. Go away. Thank you. Okay, I have enough defense for it. Very good, now we can start on the final phase very soon here. Elephant you'll take a lot of damage from, so careful. This is the rest of the fight, you're just chasing him around. Also, if you want to get the unicorn horn, make sure that the unicorn painting is on screen when you kill him. Because that's how you get that weapon. So if you want to, you can, like, wait until it shows up again. Like so. Not a bad weapon. But now that we have the pencil, that's far better. The pencil is a much better unicorn horn. Unfortunately, I don't have the diving drill spin just yet, so I can't use that on the crystals here. So in the meantime, splash magic. Alright, now we got the rematch with the Cyclops and the Groom. Yeah, he's back too somehow. Probably the Necromancer's doing. 2, 3, guard. 1, 2, 3, guard. Arrows. Now, something you can do to easily avoid this phase is just let the Cyclops bury you. I don't like doing that, so I just run around. It's really easy to avoid them, especially with max agility. All right, nope, 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 and nope. This is where you can get another weapon, by the way. That little axe right there. Oopsie. I'm gonna stay here, actually. There we go. Goodbye. This is where you get that. Forget which weapon this is. It looks like a freaking, what is that? A ladle? Might just be a wooden mace. Really impractical. Alright, so now splash magic. And then heavy attack. Alright, hardest boss in the game. Not the boss himself, he's easy. It's the minions you have to worry about. The second wave specifically. Hopefully by now you're good at doing this and not landing. You will especially want it for the second wave. Alright, gotta got the ninja. First wave's nothing, it's always easy. And that's why you want Piggy. Alright, now, remember that tech trick I brought up last part? This is where you want to use that at. Alright, you see what I did just there? Now I'm completely invincible until I land. Now, unfortunately, I don't have my speed. So I didn't get the best tech off. I at least got one, though. And you're going to especially want to do this on Insane. Make sure you get a good tech where you maintain your top speed. Do not land until it's just the brute and like another enemy or two left. And since we're normal here, completely safe to just do this. But that's how you're gonna make this fight really easy to deal with on Insane. And from here, you're just cutting out the brute. He will not flinch to arrows, so watch that. Also, the entire time I'm holding up my shield and then I'm fighting him. really easy boss fight. His magic is weak, even on insane. You can easily take this guy. Alright, this is taking too long, so... Screw you. Nope. 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 Yeah, very easy boss. Looks intimidating, but he's nothing. Nope. Had to itch my nose, sorry. I assure you, this will go much faster on when I'm on my main file. Even on insane, because you get such a huge DPS spike out of having strength maxed out. And that's where you get the Necromancer Sword. I skipped it, and I'm not going to use it. Alright, so first we'll go in here. Now we'll exit. Because it's another checkpoint. I'm going to grab Snoot. And the Man Catcher. This final boss is actually really easy to deal with. Alright, exit the map. Oh, wait. Nope, Jademba's sword. Yes, it matters to me. Shut up. Very good. Probably the only thing I don't like about the update. You have to do that every time. But now that we have the Man Catcher ready and handy, it's over with. Now, unfortunately, they fixed the bug that you could abuse if you stay at the very bottom and the crystals wouldn't hit you at all. They hit you now, so... Nope, can't do that. Use your splash magic. Magic jump. Light juggle. Oopsie. Alright, now the evil wizard himself. Magic battle. Alright. Now you can only inflict melee damage on them without hitting, damaging yourself. That's the whole point of these bubbles. Now, if you get good enough with the light gel, you can hold up against the bottom of them like that, And just follow him around in a circle and kill him really quickly. Alright, now we got the spider. Just light juggle again. Nice, I got a crit on him. Alright, now one more ball form. I don't know why they put in a second one. Lucky crit. Alright, final phase. Alright, when he does that, you want to do the fly combo near him. Stay airborne for a bit so you don't get hit by the fireballs on the way down. Because they will deal quite a bit of damage to you. Also, you can magic jump right on top of him. Get some good damage in that way. Just careful when he does that. And his other attack. Where he like slams the ground with his sword and he sends like a magic wave. Make sure you pick that up in time. You have to be 35 to use it. But anyway, get on the crystal and you're done with normal. And you're actually safe to skip the credits in like the entire ending sequence in Vinyl and multiplayer. You just exit the map, you're done. You don't have to sit through it. So now that this file's done, let's actually exit, and just to demonstrate that I'm telling the truth, Insane mode is unlocked, and so is the store. This is where you'll get the gold skull mace. See what I mean? Expensive. So if you want to money grind it all, you want to do that at the big barbarian boss, or you're gonna at the not the catfish, at the painter boss. So 900, 1300, 1500. This has the highest crit chance in the game. It's a 5% chance. This is a 4% chance, but you only get 3 strength along with it. So that's personally why I think this is the best weapon in the game. Well, not for bosses, of course. And then there's these guys. Very expensive. Yeah, not much else here. I know in different versions of the game, if they're not tied to you having to get Battle Block Theater, there'll be like a throne here or something you can use to like unlock Hattie. But not on the Steam version, I can tell you that. But now that that's done... Alright, Insane mode, I'm gonna switch back. Also, I'm gonna do something here really quick. Let's see, character data. There we go, we can reset that. Oh, I did pick up the flame sword. Very good. Now we'll go in here. Alright, good. Making sure that's still the same. Okay. I have to add her again, apparently. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see, add existing. There we go. Hopefully that should be fine now. Alright, Theo. Good. And now we can do Insane. Let me make sure I got my weapon on here. I should. Yep, I got Snoot. Let me check this. Yep, I got the NG Gold Sword. Now we can do Insane. So you're pretty much doing the entire thing from scratch when you do that. And you're always going to get this cutscene even after you've unlocked Insane, so that's kind of annoying, but oh well. Let's start at the home castle. Also, if you want to get the Rottweiler buddy, after normal, you should still have your shovel, so you can come in here. Go all the way to the left, and he'll be in this haystack here. He just makes you dig up things faster. He's not very good. That's an animal orb, so screw him. And free gold if you want. And I'll show up the diving drill combo. That's it. You're going to want to use that at the ladders on full moon on Insane. Otherwise, they're going to retaliate, and they're all going to hit you at once, or like in a chain. And you're going to auto-pot. A lot. Also, you can get a weapon here, the fort behind here. I skipped it. But yeah, all the strategies that I went over, they're still going to apply to Insane mode. Something you can do to make the screen easier on yourself if you need to. Is come up here. Lure these guys to the left, away from the, right. Because if you go right here, more come in. And this is how much damage you're going to deal when you're max level, with max out strength, snoot, and the NG gold sword. And dead. Starting off, they don't have a whole lot of HP on Insane, so it is the first couple levels. Alright, you're taking too long to die. I got a Grey Knight. Sit down. Now you can get a new weapon here, the 2x4. And as you saw, 180 for that thing. Ridiculous. Alright, now the Barbarian War, again. Goodbye. Pretty much going to be mostly the same as normal mode. You just have more stats at this point. And you can easily level grind too. Make sure you're not touching strength at all. Don't bother putting a single point into strength until you reach the level cap. If you're trying to get to 99 to more easily handle Insane mode, that is. In the end, you can do whatever you want. That's just what I recommend doing. Alright, now we got this thing. Trojan horse. Or ram in this case. Gonna take a bit longer for you to get through if you're not already at the level cap like I am. With all this strength. But that's not a bad thing. Because as I've demonstrated throughout this playthrough, you level up based on number of hits. Wakey wakey. Oopsie. There we go. Now, I forget if you can do the diving drill combo on the big barbarian boss here or not. I don't think you can, but I'll try it. Also, I'm gonna switch weapons anyway. Man catcher. Alright, so now we can exit. I already have it unlocked, but you can do that. It'll be a checkpoint. So let me go grab the man catcher again. Oopsie. I'm gonna do this because it's technically faster, actually. There we go, now we're right here. See how much quicker that was? There we go, barbarian boss. I'll try the diving drill combo on him now. Alright, guard. Okay, no, you can't do it. So just spam heavy done. Nice, I got a crit on him. Watch out for that attack. Oopsie. Luckily, he couldn't hurt his own guys. And that just like that. And I would only recommend using Snoot up until, like, Lava World. Do not use him for the Industrial Castle. Use Hawkster. Alright, I'm gonna get my weapon now again, the NG Gold Sword. I'm gonna be using it for most of the playthrough when I'm insane. Probably around like the second half of the Industrial Castle, I'll grab the club. Because I'm paranoid. Alright, moving on with the rest of the game. We already beat the Barbarian boss. So I've already grabbed the compass. I already have all the relics, but I'm gonna run through all the levels anyway. Fuck you. Now, for whatever reason, this beefy thief here, even on Insane, doesn't get a whole lot of more HP to him. See, that's really, really quickly. I'm not complaining. Rick. And goodbye. I forget what's in here. Oh, 11. Oh yeah, the leaf. Bastard stole my bananas. Almost accidentally grabbed the outlet there. I think it's outlet anyway. And this is what you're doing on Insane until you reach the level cap if you're trying to do that before getting your gold skull. You're doing this level over and over and over. For an hour and a half at most, I would say. Like, per character, by the time you get here. Assuming you got to level 37-ish. When you get done with the normal mode. Mine. I've run through this level so many damn times on every single character, just to get them maxed out. Was very worth it, though. I don't think I was ever gonna max them all out. Notice how much faster these guys are on Insane, by the way. That's not for nothing. Their arrows will hit you a lot harder now, too. Alright, now we got the trolls. I don't know if I brought it up last part or not, so just in case, These guys were initially planned to be playable. Production never got around to it. So that's a bummer. I don't know what they would have done for the shield. Also, people are noticing that they didn't fully pay enough attention and care when it comes to like the beefy bodies on a lot of the characters. Like, use the beefy sandwich on the beekeeper, you'll see what I mean. Different colored and outlined arms. And unfortunately, it's like that for a bunch of characters. So hopefully, you know, that'll get addressed and fixed in future updates. If at all, even. Don't gotta worry about that at all with Rain. Because Gear did such a damn good job on her. But yeah, look at how slow the Troll Mother's health is going down, even with maxed out strength. So that right there should show you how good of a spot this is to level grind. This is the spot I always go to. Because you can keep doing this to the little trolls. And just drop them when you notice that you're not getting much EXP at all, or any from the middle, if you're still juggling them. And then you just wait a bit, and you keep going, and you don't have to land, ever. Screw you. Do not get swarmed by these guys, or you're in some serious trouble. Now, if you're on the ground and you think you're getting swarmed, put up your shield. And try to move out of there while you have the shield up. Possibly even wait for an opportune time to use your magic jump. Because that's a good get off me. Oopsie. Also, there's a meat stick in there. You get low. Now, generally, I consider this to be the best spot in the game for level grind. However, not the case if you're playing as the Industrialist and the, Fencer. Then that would be the Catfish boss, actually. Spam their splash magic with Giraffe. While he has his defenses up. You level faster than anyone. Now, if you're worried about getting hit by these guys a bunch, when you're going left and right, go up and down at the same time. Move diagonally a bunch. They'll have a very hard time catching you. Alright, once again, this part is very easy. Not much to say here. It's still the same segment from normal mode. And it's just as easy. I like doing this sometimes. Just stay all the way back to the left. Now, when we get to the catfish boss, I'm actually going to quit out because that's considered its own checkpoint. Alright, guard that. Get the freaking bats. Spam slash magic on these guys. Have your shield ready. And that's how easy it is to take him out. If you do it with arrows, it's going to take you a while. Alright, guard again. Just put the shield up, let it do the rest. Careful for these guys. Goodbye. Very easy, we're just plowing right through this. Alright, that is its own checkpoint. So now I'm going to grab the man catcher again. I love doing this, it's so much fun. Alright, man catcher. Alright, catfish. There we go. Unfortunately, we'll have to land on something again. Very easy to do, though. Alright, put up his shield. Nice, I got a crit. Whoopsie. Alright, when this happens, just move up and down. He can't hit you. Same as last time. You can guard most of his attacks. He's a real easy boss. Alright, just hang out right under here. Boom, boom, and boom. That's how easy it is, even on Insane. Alright, now we'll go ahead and grab our NG Gold Sword once more. Alright, there we go. Alright, now that we're done with the catfish, I can show y'all where to get Hawkster at. Get him in the grass field. Right out of that hut. And die. Thank you. Alright, so get out your horn. And there you go, that's how you get Hawkster. Arguably the best animal orb in the entire game. Only time he's not really useful is during bosses, and that's it. Most bosses, I should say. And done. Whoopsie, completely forgot about that. Don't know how. But yeah, that's how quickly your health can get destroyed on Insane. At that part. Can you just die already? Fucker. Alright, just stand back here. Alright, now we'll infinite juggle some more. Where you going, pal? Come on. Yeah, you get the fish from these guys, not the club. But you can try to get a lucky club drop. Very pointless to waste the time to do so. Now, you can actually get a couple of things in there. You can use the sandwich to get the bowler. There's going to be a chest in there. That'll get you a weapon. And then there's going to be a cracked thing in the wall. You're going to want to use, I think, 2 bombs. If not, then 3 bombs. That's how you get the Burly Bear Animal Orb. So that's where you get that. Weapon and orb if you're still looking for them. Alright, so these slimes are about to die super quick now. Get off me. Good. Out of here. Fuck out. Oh, well, I heard me hit him at least. Come on now. Come on. Alright, done. Very easy boss fight. So we're just going to be holding up the shield and splashing magic, pretty much. can do this too. Do not get hit by this on Insane. That is 999 damage. Do not go to the right either. More bats will spawn and you'll have to deal with them. Just stay over here. Pull up a shield. Stand your ground. You can easily beat him. My money. Alright, so now we'll do the flowery field. You're gonna notice for the most part I'm using the same strategies. There's not too much difference when it comes to strategies on Insane. Moving on. Beekeepers. We split. Damn it, fucking bomb thrower. Gotcha, piece of shit. This is about the time where enemies start to have a lot more HP. Alright, one more wave like that. Come on, bomb thrower, thank you. Damn it, I lost my speed. Alright, from down here, spam arrows. Make sure you're facing the right direction first. I'll be surprised if the Grey Knights died before the Coneheads, keel over. Trying to take care of the damn beefy one. There we go. and goodbye. But there'll be plenty of food on the next map. So I'm good. That should be good. Here, come here. Rick. Let me get the food here. Num num. There's a meat stick here if you need it. I would suggest leaving it until you get towards the very end. Oopsie. Thought that was enough. See what I mean though? A lot more HP. God help you on Insane if you don't know how to do this still. Alright. One last wave. And dead. Alright, now we got the groom. Fuck. There we go. Left, right, boom. Left, right, boom. Left, right, boom. Oopsie. Oh well. At least I didn't get hit. Now, I actually learned that strategy to the nasty one. I doubt he's watching this, but in the event that he is, I appreciate a bunch of the tricks that I learned from you recently. So thank you. Nope. Always miss the first swing. Try to anyway. Fuck you. That's why. Oopsie. Fuck you, dude. God, I hate you so much. Still, unfortunately, not the most consistent at doing that trick. Dude, really? Come on. Ah, fuck. See what I mean by it's really hard to do consistently? And how fast he can drain your damn HP? Fucker made me autopot twice. Dude, really? Come on. Not a fan of this invulnerability phase. It's very annoying. Fuck you. Oh my god, are you serious? Missed it by like a centimeter. Fucker. Asshole. That was just embarrassing. I got my ass kicked. I'm gonna grab Hawkster. Because that's another checkpoint. I'm gonna grab the club while I'm at it. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Got the club. Mine. Wee. Okay, pots. Alright, we already did that. Now we're at the parade. Fuck out. Why are you still here? No. Watch out for the thieves. part again. Now, if you want to, you can use the man catcher just for this whole, level, but you really don't need it. Goodbye. And tech. Alright, heavy juggle time. So difficult to do. Oopsie. Nope. Come here. Might be better to actually not do the heavy juggle on those knights, just so you can keep doing this on these little guys. Doesn't really take too long to get rid of them with the diving spin, at least. How are you still alive? Jesus, dude. Alright, my gold. Time to die. Mine. No. Mine. Fuck you, dude. Come here. See what I mean? They do a lot of damage with the arrows. Alright, no, I'm not doing that again. If you're not feeling too confident about doing the heavy juggle, then you can always do that. So, it's something good to fall back on. There we go, should be almost done. Yep. Goodbye. Bro, really? You're still alive? Bro, come on. I gotta get a move on. Let's go. This is obnoxious. Get off me. Really? I'm gonna kill this fucking slime, dude. You motherfucker. Annoying bastard. Oopsie, accidentally threw the boomerang. Wee. Dude, really that messed? Seriously, how'd that miss? What? Alright, anyway. Thank you, Hawkster. Just one left, I'll just do this. Alright, very good. See, this is why Hawkster is good. Sustain. Oopsie. Fuck you, dude. Damn it, I had something going there for a sec. It's probably the best map to practice this on. There's an apple in here. Yep. Dude, you know what? Fuck this. No shot. Very easy to deal with once you get this move. Alright, boss time. Oopsie. Fuck that up, Royally. See if I can do the trick here. Oopsie. Not good. Fuck me. Holy shit, what am I doing? Up and down, that's pretty much it. Oopsie. Damn you. God, I'm doing horribly this playthrough. Guard. Oopsie. All right, and then down. And then guard. Dodge. And that's the rest of the fight. Fall in the lava. He's shut. I'm gonna see how long I've been recording real quick. Okay, over 2 hours. Christ, I would say this is a good spot to stop for now. I didn't know last spot was nearly 2 hours as well, so. Excuse me. Alright, come back next time where I will continue playing on Insane. We'll do Lava World, do the Industrial Castle, and then finish off the rest of the game. You know, hopefully this is helping some newer players out again, as always, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.